Hello everyone and welcome back to another BoxUp TikTok live. My name is Julia and today I'm going to be going over spring packaging here at BoxUp. I know it is finally spring, so a lot of us are changing out our packaging for spring packaging, or maybe you have spring products that you're introducing. So it is a perfect time to refresh some packaging, do some spring cleaning. So I'm going to be going over spring packaging in general, but also how you can create your designs on Canva. So we'll be creating a design together on Canva. I'll show you the whole process, and I'll also be showing you some of our pre-made designs that are springy and available for you as well. So we will go ahead and get started. I am going to get started with going to our display mailers. So our display mailers are one of our most popular styles here at BoxUp. They are perfect for like subscriptions or general, if you just kind of want like that unboxing experience for your customers. These are perfect for that. So you can see here it says design both the inside and outside of this popular retail custom box to truly showcase your company's brand. So we are going to start with the display mailers today. That way we can design the inside and outside, and I can show you that whole process on Canva. So that will bring you to our product page here. You will just select the style that you want, inside and outside or both sides, and you can select your size here. And we are going to design today our white, which is one of our most popular styles. I am just going to bring that quantity to 1, and it's going to show this $25 price, but we can help you get your first box for free. Just shoot us a DM and we can get you that promo code so you can get started. Now you'll see right below the pricing here, we do have design online or design with Canva or PDF files. So since we're doing a Canva tutorial here today, we are going to click on design with Canva or PDF file. And then you'll see it says download PDF, download Canva template, and you can also download our artwork guidelines here. So if you click here, that will download our Canva templates. I already have them downloaded, so I'm just going to bring this over here. You can see it will download all of these templates for you. And all I'm going to do is move over to Canva, and we'll just drag and drop the size that we are looking to design into Canva. So we have, if you see here, our 12 by 10 by 4, which is the size we are designing today. So we have all of our templates here. We're going to double click this 12 by 10 by 4 since that's the one we want to design today. And I am just going to grab this outside one and drag and drop it right into Canva. And you will see that that takes a second to upload, but once it does, we can click on this. And I like to work on my boxes in the same design here on Canva so that I don't have to like click back and forth on tabs. So you can simply add a page down below and go over to uploads and upload files, and we will do the same thing we did a second ago. We will go back to our 12 and just grab that inside one and drag and drop it. Canva's super nice being able to drag and drop everything in. So we have got our templates uploaded to Canva here. So I am just going to click on one of these, and you're going to see this little menu at the bottom here. Hopefully you can see that on the screen. And it shows this little lock icon. So what that's going to do is lock this template into place so that we can design around it. So I am just going to click that lock button. And now you'll notice I can't drag and drop. There's some little tidbits left over, but we'll get to that in a second. But you can't drag and drop the template anymore. So if we click here and go to position, you'll see all of these helpful markers that come with the template. So I'm just going to shift click to select all of these and right click and go to that lock feature and lock those as well so that I can't accidentally move anything around. Everything stays where I want it to while I'm designing, and I don't have to worry about losing my place. And then same thing for this bottom one. We are just going to click. You can lock this original template in place, but you can also go to position, grab these extra little helpful tidbits here and lock those into place as well. And like I said, that's just going to prevent you from moving anything around while you're designing. So it's just going to make it much easier and not accidentally moving the template around while you're trying to move around your design elements. Now that we have uploaded our BoxUp template here, we can start designing. So I'm going to click anywhere on the template and click position. This is how we're going to change our background color. So if you scroll all the way to the bottom layer here, you will see this one. And if you hover it, it says background. So if you click there, it'll bring up this color wheel at the top where we can change our background. And today we're going to design, like I said, guys, it's spring finally. So we're going to design some spring packaging here today. And we are thinking of like nice pastel colors, bright features. And I'm thinking we're going to design for a plant brand today. So plant product brand, that way we get that nice springy vibe with it as well. So we're on our background colors. You can absolutely type one in and have it pop some up for you. So if we're looking for like a sage green, we can type that in and see what it gives us here. And I'm looking for, like I said, like more of like a pastel sort of green. So this is a little bit bright for me, but we can click on one to kind of get started and then go back and use their color wheel and kind of make it more of a nice light green there. Okay, so that is looking perfect. And like I said, I'm just going to whip up kind of a design that just shows you how easy it is to work in Canva, especially with our templates. And then we're going to export it to BoxUp, and I'll show you that whole process as well, so that you'll be able to see exactly what it looks like to pop this in Canva, design your beautiful boxes, and then put them back over to BoxUp to order. So once we are here, I'm just going to add a textured background. So you could do like green and see what comes up, and grab a bit of a grainier texture here. That was maybe not grainy enough. We can maybe do something like this, and I'll just stretch this to fit. Perfect. And then we can take down the transparency quite a bit. We'll do like 10. And then, as you can see, this is still all over my template here, so on these gray areas and everything, which is not super helpful on seeing where it is on the box. So to fix that while you're working with our templates in Canva, you can go to Position, and you can see we're hovering over our grainy texture right now. And I'm just going to drag that behind our template layer right here. So you just drag it underneath it, which will put it behind it on the frame. And now it is not on any of our gray parts or anything. So it is just on our box, if you will. So now I am going to go ahead and add our logo for our brand here. Like I said, this is a plant brand. So we are kind of doing like a plant product, springy vibe. And of course, if you were working with your own brand and you are working in Canva, this would be the moment to upload your logo, which you can do by just going over here on the left-hand side to upload your file, throw your logo on here, and you can easily put your logo on your box. But if you are just kind of creating it from scratch, you can absolutely just come over here, grab a text box like I just did, and we are going to change it to say roots and bloom, which is the name of our plant business today. So I am just going to stretch this and make it a bit bigger so we can kind of see what we're looking at here. Okay, perfect. So first and foremost, I am going to change the font, which on Canva, you can just click on that text, and in this top left corner of this menu here, you can click on that, and that will bring up all of these fonts. So if you have ever tuned into a Tech Live with me before, you know I love these by Fair. I think they're super elegant. It works great for spring. So I am going to be using that one here today. And there is the normal Playfair display if you like the lowercase, but I kind of like this look of the all uppercase. And we are just going to, once again, if you click on that text up here, it has all these different options for your text. I'm just going to click on this T with the arrows below it, which brings up the text advanced settings, and just give it a little less line spacing so that they're closer together, and a bit more letter spacing so that the individual letters are further apart. I don't know that this one did letter spacing. There we go. It's a bit better there. Okay, perfect. And we're going to add their tagline, which is bring the outdoors in. You can see it looks like a mess right now, but I'm just going to grab this box on the edge here and pull it out. And we're also going to make this quite a bit smaller than our logo so that our logo really stands out here. We want our kind of brand name to be the big shining part on the box. And we can also bring this text. I just duplicated this one right here so the letters are still a bit far apart, so we can bring that letter spacing a little bit back together there. And then I'm just going to line this up in the middle and bring it towards the bottom so that it kind of separates from our logo here a little bit. Okay, so things are looking pretty good. Let's add a kind of logo-y elements to this. So we'll add some sort of design for them. So we can go over to elements here on Canva, and we can find an element that's going to work for this company. Since they're called Root and Bloom, they're plant products. We can look up plant line art to find those like nice, elegant line art elements that they have here on Canva. And we'll just find one that kind of fits the vibe we're going for here. You can also maybe do like floral line art. We'll see what comes up. Or line drawing. Okay, we can see, I kind of want it not to have a background. Let's see, something like this, where it's kind of just the lines, doesn't have a background, so it will shine that original color through it. And I'm just going to turn it, and I don't know if I said this before, but if you can see here, where it says top and bottom on this box, those are going to be the way that your words should be facing if you want them to face your customers whenever they're opening the box. And also if your box is sitting upright, like on the flap of the box, similar to, I have this sample box, the ones that we have pinned down below. I have one of those here. So if you'll see, it says design right here and the flap is right here. So whenever you open the box, that design word is facing you. It's not backwards like this. So you want to make sure that it's facing the same way as in the template so that it's facing your customer whenever they open the box. And then same thing, like I said, if your box is standing quote unquote upright, like on the flap, that word will face correctly. It'll be upright. So just make sure that whenever you're designing, your words face the same way as that top word and bottom word face. So since we're working on this top panel here, we are making sure that they face that same way as the word. And I'm just going to bring this over here, maybe make this a little bit smaller so it kind of tucks into that flower nicely. Okay, so I think that is looking pretty cute. And the only thing that I want to do, I think, to this as of now is to just add like a little underline or something else to separate the brand name from their little tagline here. So we'll just do underline. Let's see what we can find here. Maybe something like this, just a little swoopy. I want it to feel a little bit springy, so a little bit elegant and pastel, like I said, and we'll be going through and changing this black text and everything as well. So we can kind of shrink this down, turn it the correct way, make sure it's 90 degrees. And I'm just gonna bring this below here and see how we kind of feel about it. Maybe I'll rotate it the other way. This way looks better to me. Okay, perfect. So I am just going to line this up with our text here. Maybe move some things around just so things aren't clashing with each other. And I think that that is looking pretty cute so far. So we are going to leave that far at that, aside from changing these text colors and everything. So the black is just a little bit harsh for what I was saying before. I want it to feel very springy, very light. So I am going to grab that text. And as soon as you click on it, we'll minimize this elements section over here. Once you click on your text, up at the top, you'll see this text color and you're going to be able to select whichever one you want. And I'm just going to pick like a dark greenish color here. Maybe we'll go back, we'll look up sage again and see if we can't find like a darker green. There's dark gray green. I think that's a pretty good one. So we will go around and change the colors on these to that same dark gray green. And one nice thing about Canva is once you've selected the color, it kind of pops up as your document color, so you can easily select it for the rest of your items. And just to make our brand name stand out a little bit more here, you can click on it and click on effects. And we can look at some of these different effects like this one that makes it glow a little bit. I'm also going to take down the transparency on this underline here just to make it a little bit less impactful. I might do the same for all of this, just a tad, just to make them a little bit less bold. And we'll go back to effects. We'll look at a couple of these. And I think that little echo there looks good. It kind of makes the brand name stand out from the tagline and everything. It makes it really obvious that that's the brand name. So I like it. I think it's looking good. Now for the rest of the outside of our box, we're going to add some sort of element. We can look up, since it's a plant brand, we'll do like plant pattern and just see what comes up and see if anything feels right. So we'll scroll here for a moment. Okay, let's click on this one. Okay, yeah, that one has a white background. Let's see if we can't find a more transparent one. Something like this. Maybe we'll do like leaf pattern. Okay, something more like this is what I was thinking. So it's kind of got the leaves all pointing different directions and everything. So I love that. I think it's super cute. So you can see that our top panel of our box is indicated by this like dotted line here. You can see underneath our text there, it says top. So that is the top of our box. So I am just going to make sure that this covers the rest basically. So I am going to just stretch it. I am going to leave this panel right here not covered, and I will show you why in just a moment. But for now, let me start here and we will work our way to duplicating this around our box. And we can kind of, as you can see, the elements, a lot of them on Canva will line up right when you kind of place them, so you'll be able to like expand out the patterns that you use. So I am just quickly going to duplicate this out and cover everywhere but our top panel. Since these don't exactly meet, I'm going to kind of make them a little bit bigger. And one last one for the front here. Okay, perfect. And then you can tell that these are all over our box now and they are overlapping onto our template and it's hard to see what the box looks like. So to fix that, whenever you're in Canva, you can just click on any of the elements and at this top menu up here, you will see this position icon. You can click position and you can see all of these ones that we just added. I'm just going to shift click to select them all at once and you can drag and drop them back behind that template. And once you do, you'll see that they disappear aside from where you'll see them on your box. So that is looking perfect there. The last thing that I want to do on this outside portion of the box is that whenever you open the box, this flap will be the one that shows as soon as you open the box. So it'll be hidden until the box is opened. This front flap right here will cover it. So I think that this is a great place to put a little tagline or something, or whatever you may want to put. You could put your website here. You could put your social media handle, whatever you may want them to see as soon as they open that box. But we're just going to put a little tagline like grow something good. And we'll just make sure that aligns. I think that that is looking perfect so far. Once again, we just want to make sure that everything is lining up with those arrows and the way that the arrow is pointing. So since it's pointing up, the text is pointing up the same way. So that looks perfect. So the outside of our box looks pretty done. We're going to do a super quick inside of the box and then we will go to how to order those on the BoxUp website. So on this one, we're going to do the same thing as we did on the top one. We're going to go to position, go to this background layer, go to color, and we will change this background color here. And I am just going to do like a beigey color for the inside. So kind of a contrast from the outside, just something a little bit different. I might even do a lighter color than this, but something a bit planty seeming. We may even do this like darker color on the inside. I think that that looks pretty good. So we will use that darker color and then we'll use the same text idea from the outside that we're kind of keeping the same fonts and everything, but I am just going to change that color so that it shows much better on this bottom portion. So I'm just gonna make it white. And we will change this and we will say packed with care. And we're gonna make it much bigger. And we're gonna make sure it covers the inside portion. And you can see it's a bit close together with how the line spacing is. So I'm just going to stretch that out a bit. But you can see the inside lid with the way the words are facing there. We wanna make sure our text is facing the same way so that it is not upside down when they open the box. So we will just make sure that's facing correctly. And we're gonna be adding a tiny little tagline down below it. Put in a little dirt, packed with care and a little dirt. So it gives that nice, like, cute plant springy vibe. And lastly, I just want to add something around this packed with care element to kind of highlight it and make the, and a little dirt, a little bit of like a hidden, and just kind of bring some floralness to the inside since we're not going to do too much designing on the inside for this one. So we can just do like, we can look up floral underline in elements. Canva is super great about having lots of elements to choose from. Okay, so like something like this one. And then up here, you can see that once that uploads on there, you can change the color. So I'm just gonna kind of match the color that I used for my text. And I'll put one below it, duplicate that, and I'm gonna rotate it and put one above. And just kind of make sure that that looks good to me, which it does. So I am going to stop here, call my design good and ready to go. However, we still have all of this template on our box and we don't want that to print on there. So the very last step before you upload to BoxUp to be able to order is just to go back to position, and all of that stuff that you locked in place at the beginning, you're going to unlock and you're going to delete. So it might look a little bit wonky, but you're going to make sure that all of that text is off of there, that template is off of there, unlock all of it, delete all of it, and you should be left with just your flat design. So something like this, where it just is a square image, that is perfect. I know it looks a little wonky right at first, but that is exactly how it should be. Same with this one. We're going to go to position, highlight all of that stuff. We'll do these first. Right click, unlock, right click, delete, and the template itself, unlock and delete. And you'll see it'll make a huge flat image. These are exactly what we're looking for whenever we export from Canva, so that is perfect. So now we'll go to share, download. And I always say PDF print. That one is the best for making sure that everything uploads correctly to BoxUp whenever you upload to your box size, and also just prints the best on our printers. And then I'll just do each page at a time just for my ease. And then I always recommend doing CMYK because our printers here at BoxUp print in CMYK. So that's just going to make sure that your colors align the most that they possibly can. And then we will download. And we'll give that just a moment to download. And same thing, you can click PDF print. This time we're just going to do page 2 and CMYK and download. And we will give that just a moment. You can see that first one downloaded and the second one. So we can move back over to BoxUp. This is where we got our Canva templates from. And if you weren't here, I'll show you how to get there really quick. So if you go to the BoxUp homepage, you can scroll and see display mailer boxes. That's the type that we designed today. And you can choose your size here. We did a 12 by 10 by 4. If you are not sure what size you need, I highly recommend getting one of our sample boxes. Those are pinned down below and you can also find them on our website. But I highly recommend checking that in our TikTok shop. You can see all of our different sizes, all of our different styles, and you can get them pre-printed like this, or you can get them blank. If you get them blank, they're just white anywhere that they would usually be printed. But if you get them pre-printed, you get this nice demo design on there that lets you see how they would look without having to worry about creating your own design first. It's going to show you different images. You can see on here, it's got images, it's got text, it's got vibrant colors. And then if we open to the inside, it's got some different like textured images in there. So you can take a look and kind of see the print quality before you dedicate to making a design or anything like that. And the other good thing on the printed ones is that it has the size and style listed on there for you. So it's super beneficial. So if you're not sure what size you need, highly recommend starting with the sample. It really is terrible to go through the whole design creation process and order your boxes and then realize that your products don't fit in there. So definitely check out those samples. But we are doing this 12 by 10 by 4 that we designed on Canva. And whenever we downloaded those templates, we went to design with Canva or PDF file and clicked this download Canva template button. But since we have already created a design, we are going to go to upload file. So you'll click design with Canva or PDF file and upload file. And that is going to bring us to the BoxUp editor. And right here, you'll see it has this images tab that immediately pops up and you can click upload and go. And we will click the 2 templates that we just designed, our outside template and inside template for this size. We'll give those just a moment to upload here. But you can already see in our editor, you get this nice 3D view of your box to play around with, and it's super nice to make sure that everything is placed right. There's no upside down text, everything that looks perfect before you push your order. So we have got our uploads here. I have got my outside image and my inside image there. So we are currently, if you look at this editor on the top right here, we have outside listed and inside. So you can click on each one to take you to the outside or inside of the box. So we are going to start with the outside, go to images, hover our outside image, and you'll see this little plus icon appear, and you will click there. And as long as you've downloaded it correctly from Canva, if you did PDF print, CMYK, everything like that, and you designed the correct size, it will just auto-populate for you. So you don't need to do anything special. It will automatically fill in. And then you can see right there, we have our beautiful box that we've designed. You can take a look all the way around it and see the design all the way around. Move this over so you guys can see that even better. You can take a look, you can zoom out a bit and see it all the way around in 3D. And then you'll see down here it has this open lid button. So when you click that, of course, we haven't uploaded our inside design yet, but that will open the box for you on the rendering here. So we'll move over on this top portion here to go to inside, and we're going to go to images and hover that inside image we created and click this plus icon. And that is going to add it right to our box, as you can see on the right hand side. So it automatically populates that there. You can see your box all the way around. You can see what it looks like with the lid closed. And if you remember, when we were designing this box, I was saying that this panel here is kind of hidden before the box is open. So this is what I am talking about here. You can see that this is our top panel. This is that front panel. You can see it highlight on the left side as well. When I highlight it in the yellow, it highlights in blue over here. But whenever I open this lid, you'll see this grow something good. So I'll press open lid, and there's that grow something good. So you can use this panel as like a really nice little kind of unboxing experience for your customers. It's a great place to put something you really want them to see. So maybe put your website, maybe put your social media handle, put a little cute tagline, whatever you may want to put there, QR codes. lots of different options. So you can put anything you want there, but I highly recommend using that space for unboxing experiences. And that is the box that we created on Canva. So that is how easy it is to go in Canva, whip something up, come back to BoxUp and upload it and be ready to check out. So like I said, you can go through here, make sure that all of your text is upright, nothing's upside down, nothing's misspelled, anything like that. And once you are ready to check out, you can just press continue in this top right corner over here. And it will bring you to this design approval page. You can change your quantity if you need to. In just a moment, this will generate that photo, so you can see what your design looks like, make sure everything looks correct. And like I said, we have it on quantity 1. I know it shows this $25 price. That is just if you have not ordered with us before or something like that. So if you are just ordering with us, if you've not ordered before, you can absolutely get your first box for free. You don't have to worry about that $25 price that you're seeing on there. We will give you a promo code to get that first box for free. So if you are interested in doing that, if you're interested in getting started with custom packaging, just shoot us a DM on TikTok and we can absolutely get you started for free and get rid of this $25 price for you. But from here, you would just add to cart, check out, and wait for your boxes to arrive. So super simple process. Canva is a super useful tool for being able to create great custom designs. But if you are maybe not so into designing, maybe you don't want to use Canva, or maybe you just need boxes really fast and you don't have time to think of a design and everything like that, we do have pre-made templates on BoxUp as well. This is going to bring up hundreds of pre-made templates. You can see in the top right here, it says 230 designs for this style and size. Some of them have different options available, but I am out of here for today, you guys. So thank you so much for tuning in with me. I hope that you guys learned how to use our BoxUp templates in Canva. And if you have any more questions at all, DM us on TikTok, shoot us a live chat on boxup.com, and we would be happy to help you out with your Canva creations or helping you get started with our pre-made designs or anything that you may have questions about at all. So thanks so much for tuning in with me. My name is Julia here at BoxUp, and I hope you guys have a great weekend.